This is a new chapter, chapter 12, Adverbs and its kinds. Now, what is adverb? An adverb is a word which modify the meaning of a verb, an adjective, another adverb, a phrase, or a clause. Students, I hope that you remember the way we have discussed adjectives, that they add meaning to a noun or pronoun. Similarly, when we talk about adverbs, they add more meaning to the verb, like how an action is done, where is the action is done, and how frequently that action is done. So basically, it answers the questions such as how, when, where, how much, etc. So an adverb indicates manner, time, place, cause, or degree. Some adverbs can be identified by their characteristic ly suffix. Most of them must be identified by entangling the grammatical relationships within the sentence or clause as a whole. Now, let us learn about its kinds. So, how many kinds are there? There are 7 kinds of adverbs. They are adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of degree, adverb of frequency, interrogative adverbs, and relative adverb. Now, let us learn what is adverb of manner. So, adverbs of manner tells us the manner or way in which something happens. It tells us how an action takes place. And they answer the question how. So, adverbs of manner mainly modify verbs. For example, they were talking loudly. They helped us cheerfully. So, in the first sentence, how were they talking? They were talking loudly. So, here, loudly is the adverb of manner. And in the second example, they helped us cheerfully. So, here, cheerfully is the adverb of manner because it answers the question how. How did they help us? They helped us cheerfully. Some adverbs of manner are angrily, badly, carefully, fluently, slowly, beautifully, etc. Now, let's learn what is adverb of time. So, adverb of time tells us something about the time that something happens. Adverb of time mainly modifies a verb and they can answer the question when. For example, the meeting will take place tomorrow. I want it now. So in the first sentence, when will the meeting take place? The meeting will take place tomorrow. So here, tomorrow is the adverb of time. And in the second sentence, I want it now. So here, now is the adverb of time because it answers when do I want it. So here, the word tomorrow and now are the adverbs of time. Why? Because they answer to the question when. So, an adverb of time tells us the time of action and sometimes the duration of an action. Now, some adverbs of time are already, ago, before, late, tomorrow, at once, etc. So that's all about adverb of time. Now let's learn what is adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency tells us how frequently an action takes place, and it always answers the question how often. For example, it's always cold in this room. I never tell a lie. So here the words never and always are the adverb of frequency. Why? Because it answers the question how often the room is cold, or how often you tell a lie. Now, some adverbs of frequency are often, always, rarely, yearly, monthly, sometimes, etc. So that's all about the adverb of frequency. Now let's learn adverb of place. Now what is adverb of place? Adverbs of place tells us the place where something happens, and they always answer the question where. For example, please sit here. So, where should I sit? Here. So the word here is the adverb of place. Suppose you say, I'm waiting outside. So here, outside will be the adverb of place. Why? Because it answers the question where. Where are you waiting for me? So, adverb of place tells us where the action takes place. Now, some adverbs of place are here, everywhere, near, nearby, outside, downstairs, etc. So, this is all about adverbs of place. Now, let's see adverb of degree. So, what is adverb of degree? Adverbs of degree tells us the degree or extent to which something happens, and they answer the question how much or to what degree. So, adverbs of degree can modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. For example, she entirely agrees with him. So, how much does she agree with him? Entirely. So, the word entirely is an adverb of degree. Mary is very beautiful. So, to what degree is Mary beautiful, and how beautiful is Mary? So, Mary is very beautiful. So, the verb very is the adverb of degree. Now, some adverbs of degree are almost, fully, rather, enough, extremely, fairly, etc. So this is all about adverb of degree. Now let's look into interrogative adverbs. Adverbs which are used for asking questions are called interrogative adverbs. There are several different kinds of interrogative adverbs. Interrogative adverbs of time like when, how long, how early, how soon, etc. For example, when will you finish this job? The example of interrogative adverbs of place is like where is Tom? And then interrogative adverbs of degree. How old is the king? Interrogative adverbs of frequency. How often do you go to meet your boss? And you also have an interrogative adverb of reason, which is questioned by why. So why are you crying? Why do you hate her? So that's all about interrogative adverbs. Now let us look into relative adverbs. Relative adverbs modify a word and refer to a thing or a person that the pronoun refers to. When, why, where, and how are relative adverbs. For example, do you know the place where the meeting will be held? In this sentence, where is an adverb as it modifies the verb will be held. A relative adverb connects an adjective clause to the main clause. For example, that was the reason why I decided to resign. So here the word why is a relative adverbs because it connects the adjective clause to the main clause. That was the reason is an adjective clause, and I decided to resign is the main clause and Y is the relative adverb. Several words can be used both as adjectives and adverbs. We should remember that an adjective adds to the meaning of a noun and an adverb adds to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. For example, there is not much milk in the jug. He is a fat athlete. This is an example of adjective, and then the example of adverb is like this book is much better. This athlete runs fast. Now, let us see the comparison of adverbs. There are 3 degrees of comparisons in adverbs: the positive, the comparative, and the superlative. Most adverbs form their comparatives and superlatives using er and est, and more and most. However, some adverbs have irregular ways too. Now, let's see some examples of adverbs of single syllable: positive, comparative, and superlative. So, early is the positive, earlier is the comparative, and earliest is the superlative. Now, let's see some example of adverbs of 2 or more syllables. Like positive is angrily, comparative more angrily, and superlative most angrily. Now, some adverbs form the comparative and superlative in an irregular way. Now, some adverbs form the comparative and superlative in an irregular way. For example, badly, worse, worst, much or many, more, most, good, better, best.